Nyabohanse teacher is back again. We are doing it better and more. So today we're going to learn about 50 rules of causative verbs, and everyone, I believe that you know what verbs are. They are used to show action. They are words that are used to show action or state. So causative verbs, the causative comes from the word cause. That means something that causes something to happen. So cause someone to do something, then you have caused. You have used causative verbs. So we're going to learn this class 50 rules. So everyone should watch up to the end and understand what we are going to talk about. So, next, the first rule says that causative verbs show that one person causes another action to happen. For example, the teacher made the class stay quiet. So it is the teacher that caused the class to stay quiet. Examples, common causative verbs are number 2 are have, get, make, let, and help. For example, she got her brother to help. Okay. Then use rule number 3 says use have when you arrange for something to do something. Use have when you arrange for someone to do something. Yeah, that means you planned. For example, I had the mechanic check the car. Number 4, use get when you persuade or manage to make something happen. That means you have persuaded. So I got him to join us. So that means you may have persuaded the person to join us. Number 5, use make when you force or strongly compel someone. Yeah. For example, the rain made us cancel the trip. So they are forced to cancel the trip because of the rain. And then rule number 6, use let when you allow permission. For example, my parents let me go. Number 7, use help when you assist someone. For example, she helped me solve the problem. Okay. And then rule number 8 says choose the causative according to meaning. Choose the causative according to meaning. For example, arrange, persuade, force, allow, or resist. For example, he let me speak. And then rule number 9, the pattern of causative verbs. We have plus person, that the person that has done an action, plus base verb. For example, you say, I had him clean the room. Number 10, pattern, have plus object plus past participle. That means it can have different patterns. For example, you can say, I had my chair cut. So have is the form of the verb. Had is the form of the verb have. The object is my hair. And then cut is the verb in past participle, as you can see. And then number 11 pattern. Another pattern for this. Get plus person plus to plus base verb. So that means the first form of the verb. For example, she got me to agree. So got is the form of the verb get. The person is me. And then to, infinitive verb to. And then agree is the base verb. That means the infinitive verb. Then 12, get plus object plus past participle. So use the form of the verb get. You say we got the door repaired. So the door is our object, and then repaired is the verb in past participle. Number 13, pattern plus make, pattern, make plus person plus base verb. For example, the coach made them run. So made is the form of the verb make. And then the person, them, and then the base form of the verb is run. Number 14, let plus person plus base verb. So these ones are used according to meaning as we discussed earlier. They let us enter. So let, and then us is the person, and then the base verb is enter. Number 15, help plus person plus base verb. He helped me carry the bag. So helped is the form of the verb help. Me is the person, and then the base verb is carry. Though the bag is our object in that sentence. Help, number 16. Help can also take another form, to plus base verb. He helped me to carry the bag. To, infinitive. To plus base verb. So when you use to, you must follow base verb. We're going to skip to rule number 25. Negative forms follow normal tense rules. So if it is a negative sentence, it follows normal tense rules. For example, I didn't let him drive. So when you use did or didn't, you know what happens. Did modifies the sentence into past tense. So the verb will remain basic form of the verb. And then questions follow normal tense rules. Did you have the plumber to fix it? So somebody cannot say, did you has? So that one will not follow the tense rules. Okay. Number 27. Use object pronouns after causatives when needed. Use object pronouns after causatives when needed. That means pronouns in its objective case. For example, she made him apologize. She made him apologize. So made is our causative. Him is our object pronoun. Okay. She made him apologize. You cannot say him made. 28. Have something done shows a service or arranged action. Have something done shows a service or a arranged action. That means it is something that has been planned earlier on. She had, for example, she had her dress stitched. That means this action had already been planned in the past. Get something done often sounds more informal. That means it's not official. You know, I got my laptop repaired. You can even say I had my laptop repaired. It's better. Do not confuse have something done with doing it yourself. For example, I had my hair cut. That means that means something has been done. I mean, the hair has been cut by the barber, not yourself. Another rule, the third one, use make for compulsion, not polite requests. Compulsion comes from the word compel. That means you've been forced to do something. For example, the rule made us wear helmets. The rule made us wear helmets. That means they were compelled to wear helmets. But then if you want to use the right word for compulsion, use the causative verb make. 32. Use let for permission, not obligation. That means if you're not obliged to do something, you don't use let. But you use let for permission. For example, Dad let me borrow the car. Dad let me borrow the car. That means he gave you permission to have the car. Next, 33. Use get when persuasion or effort is involved. We got them to accept the plan. That means they were persuaded or some efforts were done to accept the plan. 34. Use help when support is involved. That means you've been supported by somebody. This app helps students learn. That means the app supports the learning process of the learners. 35. Causative can be used with models. That means model auxiliary verbs. For example, somebody can say, you should have the doctor check it. Should have the doctor check it. So the model there is should. Okay. Have is our causative, so they can be used together. Right. Causative can be used in commands. Let him finish. That means you've commanded this person to let him or her finish. Him finish. And then rule number 7 says, add adverbs without breaking the causative pattern. She quickly got him to agree. Remember, the pattern for this sentence should be get plus person plus to plus base form. So agree is the base form. So she quickly got him to agree. Number 38. And so that means if you use adverbs, for example, the adverb there is quickly, so you should not break the pattern so that it becomes grammatically correct. Number 38 says, keep the verb in base form after make, let, and have plus person. So that means the verb should remain in base form, not in the past participle or in the past tense. For example, they made us work. 39. Keep to plus base verb after get plus person. Keep to plus base form. So that means if you use to, it goes with the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, for example, they got us to work. So to work. To is to is used with an infinitive verb, work, or base form of the verb. Verbs usually mostly exist in 3 forms: present tense, or we say the infinitive form, past tense, and then the past participle. Okay, number 40, keep the past participle after have or get plus object. That means if you use have, form of the verb have, you must use the verb in past participle. For example, he got his watch repaired. So you have to use the verb in the past participle. Next and lastly, use causative passive when the object receives the action. So if you use passive voice there, causative passive voice, then that means the sentence has been changed into passive voice. And then when you use causative passive when the object receives now the action. For example, you say, I had the windows cleaned. I had the windows cleaned. Not that I cleaned the windows, so you had the windows cleaned. Unpleasant 42. Unpleasant experiences can also use causatives. For example, you can say he had his wallet stolen. It can be very unpleasant. 43. Mention the person before the action when needed. Mention the person before the action. That means you mention the person before bringing in the action. So you say she had the tailor alter the suit. So the tailor is the person, the action is alter, change. 44. Time words can be added naturally. For example, I had my car serviced yesterday. The time word there is yesterday. Okay, 45. Place words can be added naturally. For example, we say we got, these are adverbs, we got the printer repaired at the shop. So the shop is the place. Yeah. Still you're bringing the causative verb there. Got. 46. Keep the subject meaning clear in causative sentences. So the subject should be clear. She had her assistant. For example, you can say she had her assistant send the mail. 47. Avoid a natural repetition in causative structures. For example, he got the room cleaned. So you should avoid the repetition to remove clumsy sentences. So this one is correct. Use natural combinations in context. The teacher made us write the essay. That means you should write something that is relevant to the context. Right. 49 and second last. Formal English often prefers have something done. That is formal English. Informal speech often prefers get something done. So if you're speaking in an official scenario, use form of the verb have or have as the causative. And then if it's an informal, you can use get. For example, informal, you can say I had the report typed. Informal, I got the report typed. So if you want to be more official, you can use I had the report typed. Lastly or final meaning, check. Have is equals to arrange. That means you arrange something to happen. Get is equals to persuade or arrange. Make, force or compel. Let, allow. Help, assist. For example, you can say she let me go. Yeah, that is the end of the thanks for watching. That is the end of the presentation. Please, if this lesson has really resonated with you and you've gotten it, please remember to hit a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and also remember